Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. The current price of XRP is approximately 61 cents. Do you think this is crazy? The level of volatility is completely unprecedented. Why? A cryptocurrency derived from ash. So, this account warns that the following 2 days will be very volatile in the cryptocurrency market due to the release of some huge news. Am I correct? Be extremely cautious, boys, since something terrible may happen in the next few days, the specifics of which are anyone's guess. However, XRP has recently been popular with buyers. Cisco White Community Announcement, intriguing. Since this was from 2022, we can infer that there is a delta for you folks. Given by David Schwartz. How does this one card appear to you on this particular day? Am I correct? It also says XRP, Pele, so there you have it, everyone. 142, I thought we were all worried, weren't we? It's the crypto market and everything else that everyone is worrying about. But how about the market for stocks? For the simple reason that we're going to be discussing the current state of the economy in today's video, everything is absolutely not looking good. Traders tracking the S&P 500 have won for 9 weeks in a row, which is the longest winning streak in 20 years, breaking the bear market in the stock market. I understand. From what I understand, it's only screened indefinitely. See that? It's insane if there isn't even a single red candle, isn't it? When you guys think about it, that's also the stock market. The Nasdaq 100, for example, is up 54% for the year. It was the most prosperous year since 1999. The following 3 years saw a 75% decline in the Nasdaq. According to Bloomberg, the impending collapse has just been verified. Am I correct? All these stocks must be real, don't they? Guys, all these indexes are going in the right direction. Am I correct? Since 1999, it has been the finest year. I understand. Often, when this occurs, the Nasdaq often falls by 75% in the 3 years that follow. Can you explain that? Am I correct? Listen up, everyone, the stock market is booming. I mean, this is going to hit a new peak, isn't it? Minus 75% in the event of a decline. What you're seeing is the impending collapse in the next years, folks. It appears that Mr. Poole is confirming this for us. Do any of you recall these pictures that Mr. Polga sent? Am I correct? What were the folks thinking as these workers, I mean, employees, were leaving? You can see what's leaving that station right there. It appears more like a recession, you know? Am I correct? Behold, these zero-hedge gents. With 60,000 jobs lost and the industry experiencing its worst year since 2008, I don't know what to say, if anything at all. Am I correct? That is why they are comparing it to 2008. Hey, remember that time? Yes, that was a recession, when prices dropped dramatically. The economy is doing great, though, so chill out. I see. And this is only the start of the worst Great Depression that this century has to offer. Holy cow. However, Joe Biden also claims that the economy is doing well, despite the fact that the global printing of money caused a seat to collapse. Essentially, you might perceive that as a loss of up to $34 trillion. Clearly, the economy isn't doing well, according to the comments, and we should probably get ready for it, because this could trigger another Great Depression. Keep in mind that Elon Musk claimed the Roaring Twenties at that point. Things will start to happen, like Here We Come or something similar. The Great Depression, I bet you knew. In other words, I am a Barry SH guy macro, you know. Even though we're obviously dumped, the short to medium term outlook for cryptocurrencies might be quite favorable. I mean, I'm still thinking positively, but I remain optimistic regardless of the outcome. But as you can see from this chart of several banks, worldwide, over 60,000 positions were lost in 2023. Holy cow, it is just shocking. Holy cow. According to We Anticipate Full Year 24 quotes from Coalition Warren's global head of competitor analytics, I take it this is going to continue the story of quotation 23. We all know what happened on March 20th in March 2023, so I'm assuming we're talking about banks and stuff. Now that numerous banks have collapsed or failed, it's not over yet. It's terrible that large merchants like Costco and Walmart now sell gold bars. What's going on here? I have a theory. Whoever predicted this event is completely mistaken, isn't he? I mean, I'm assuming that the reason this is occurring is because it's being made so obvious to the regular Joe. Right there, in the open, right there. Why? I mean, so they could alert the general public, wouldn't you agree? Those of us who aren't medically trained know that worse things may be coming. Am I correct? So long as they're actually carrying it out, I'm good. Guys at Walmart and Costco are offering gold bars, which is causing a major business to surge. Seriously, that's crazy. So maybe their goal is to encourage gold purchases, huh? What kinds of economic downturns and crashes does this buffer against? Care to take a guess? This is just the saddest, you know? It's getting worse and worse, guys. The saddest part is that banks will do everything to achieve their ultimate purpose. Hey, you guys, I'll never forget. Why did some high-ranking Chinese financial officials take their own lives during the country's financial crisis? They will do whatever it takes to ensure that cryptocurrency is incorporated into the new financial system. I made it. You all remember that we said this before, didn't we? Check out what transpired. Pay attention to the everyday and recessionary events. Feeling down, isn't it? You folks know that when there are financial catastrophes, people tend to commit crimes. The weather is very terrible, you guys. We must always strive to be one step ahead of our competitors. Am I correct? When these things happen, people are able to deal with them. Please don't take any of the financial advice we see in today's video lightly. Instead, be wary of it. This isn't limited to China, dudes. I see. Last year, however, the number of suicides in an ACS reached a new high. According to Axios, the country's rates hit a record high, the highest level in more than 80 years. Am I correct? This is likely associated with the heightened strain of inflation and rising prices across the board, but no one has explained why. Things seem bleak. This is hardly surprising given the state of the economy. Very much so. Behold their actions, you men. We are not to blame for this. Do you recall this? Who is to blame? Am I correct? Is anyone to blame here? Which bankers? Am I correct? You mean the folks in charge, right? So, you want to know something? Absolutely no one will take any action whatsoever. Everyone is aware that this is taking place. Is anyone doing action, though? No. Why? Because, duh. For this reason, it is imperative that we keep tabs on current events. Isn't there anything coming up? Because, you know what? These individuals, you know, the ones going through these stressful times, are probably not investing in cryptocurrency, even though there are obviously a lot of people. Why? The emergence of cryptocurrencies has coincided with this year. Stocks in 2023 have also gone up, gentlemen. I see. And so, what exactly is it called? This is obviously only a small part of what's going on here, people. Clearly, there are other explanations. However, this is a major justification for God's monetary policies, including inflation. Do you remember how Mr. Poole's confirmation came about, slowly at first, and then all of a sudden? Or, I would anticipate the unexpected out of the blue. Listen, dudes, it all happens in the blink of an eye. This is why it's important to examine this slowly, otherwise, what will happen? Guys, this isn't a beam saw. It's not the money of a developing nation. It's not even a field regional bank's balance sheet. It's the losses at the federal. Not to mention that it has surpassed $130 billion. Am I correct? Plus, it's completely irrelevant right now. Simply put, they intend to print their way out of the problem. Am I correct? Counting from 130,000 to infinity remains a constant. Am I correct? Oh my god, this is really ridiculous. You can see for yourself. Attention, everyone, take a look at the check tree. Is anybody else noticing that too? Am I correct? Consistent, 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 consistent. Holy cow. Holy cow. There would essentially be an overnight pump gauze if this was turned around. Brokenness, stability, 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 pump. Thus, events do take place. Yes, all of a sudden. Listen up, everyone. This is the Federal Reserve, so it's not just anything. I understand. Now, the Marsh bank runs were never fixed, so it hasn't gone yet, even though you might assume it has. Did they just disappear? Dude, take a look at those billions of dollars in unrealized gains and losses on commercial bank assets. Am I correct? Thus, the situation is deteriorating rapidly. Absolutely terrible. I mean, surely a bank collapse will be the next black swan event, won't it? March is the exact month in which their bank term funding arrangement is coming to an end, dude. Perhaps they're going after guys soon, won't they? Several banks will go under shortly after that. Why? Allow me to explain to you why bank failures are necessary. That way, larger banks can swallow their smaller counterparts, correct? One of the primary objectives is to achieve centralization, and they will achieve it after that. If you've ever wanted to know why the Federal Reserve is hinting at multiple rate cuts next year while inflation stays above their target, your search ends here. The worst year for banks since 2008, Financial Times, quote 23. Remember that the financial crisis was the birthplace of cryptocurrency, and those are some quotations about it. Very much so. I see. The outlook can be bleak, that's true. However, pay attention, maybe a new horse has arrived and is going to dominate. For the past 15 years, the world of international finance has been through its most turbulent time. To claim there was complete fear would be unfair, in my opinion. My loved ones start texting me, asking if something is wrong. That's usually a bad indicator. Very much so. Marcia 23 was driving me crazy. I see. Even then, it wasn't terrible. Think about how the Federal Reserve rescued the day. Consider the South Bank of America. I'm curious in the potential consequences of such a large bank failing. As it continues, that will be just terrible. With this revelation, the rear is revealed. And then everything goes downhill. It was finished. Sure thing, dudes. Sure thing. Guys, everything is going to come crashing down. Go over the years 2008 to 2022. There is no bunker that Mark Zuckerberg constructs. A large number of clinical elites, including Mark Zuckerberg, decide to construct a survival bunker in 2003 in order to be ready for the year 2024. Sure, you'll need enough socks to get you through the visual wave and into the after civilization. I see. We can tell that 24 is going to be wild, so be prepared for the wild. I don't know why they're constructing bunkers. If the 2024 election does in fact come to pass, I believe things are going to the 2024 election is completely out of the question, in my opinion. For them, I predict that things in Washington will collapse. Our economic and financial situation is precarious, in my opinion. Unpleasant consequences will ensue. Just now, we were discussing it. Even more so, he has only just validated our plans. Who is this person? I have no idea. Nevertheless, he possesses intelligence pertaining to the military. Also get ready for what's coming up. To be honest, I am uncertain about the specifics of how it will unfold. My prediction is that we will learn the hard way that the banks will be closed for at least a couple of weeks. Additionally, no, financial institutions. Final results. We have recently revisited this topic, everyone. This is why it could be a good idea to keep some spare cash on hand. I am unsure, it is possible to enter that group. You believe that, and I believe that we will encounter a situation similar to it. Yeah. Also, I fear that the epidemic of crime and violence plaguing our cities may eventually spread to other parts of society, affecting even those who generally consider themselves immune to such issues. After that, I take a look at this and, basically, I can see what's going to happen all over. Let Ukraine be ready. I predict a total collapse for Ukraine as a result of their devastating loss. Here at home, it will be felt as well. After all, everyone was saying that Ukraine was winning and that X, Y, and Z were happening. It will be like the Russian farce amperated. There will be a point at which all of those factors converge. Everything will culminate at a single point, precisely zero, because it will. Keep things from getting back to how they were. A new election? Oh no. Yes, yet another batch of advertisements. Holy cow. Everyone, Mr. Poole has been confirmed once again. I see. Impressive work, everyone. This is unbelievable. In addition, I'd like to swiftly bring attention to the fact that we are currently witnessing a plethora of war narratives. China's Defense Ministry, the ASEAN ACS military, and North Korea's Jim Kim have all issued instructions to speed up war preparations. Therefore, it's either a bank is going to collapse or a war is ready to break out. Separate attacks on 3 Iraqi facilities would be carried out, as Biden informed the U.S. Congress. This home in that neighborhood, according to Lindsey Graham, is going to blow everyone's minds. To this day, I still don't believe it. It was absolutely insane that the ACS attacked forces in Iraq, backed by Iran. Dutch Mulberry Tree, the head of the Dutch army, has warned the public to be ready for conflict with Russia. Well, that's all. If you know which Carter they're planning to use, please inform me. The last one we'll look at today is 11:17 lunar. Finally, our current time is 11:17, and the moon phase is 11:20, which corresponds to 1/124. Surely you mean the 1 on 8. Allow us to get ready. Well, that was yesterday. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.